Thank you for viewing the Campaign Finance Board's New to the CFB, a web series for first-time candidates and campaigns. This series gives a broad overview of the CFB, or the Campaign Finance Board, and how to start and run your campaign under New York City campaign finance regulations. In this video, we will discuss how your campaign committee can raise and spend money. We will just be going over the general aspects, so please be sure to sign up for the required compliance and C-SMART training classes to learn more about specific limits and requirements that will apply to your campaign. Even if you plan on joining the campaign finance program to help finance your campaign, public funds can only serve as one piece of your campaign's funding. There are many ways a committee can fundraise. One option is campaign-sponsored events. These could be dinners, parties, or another gathering in which supporters contribute money to your committee to attend or participate in the event. Another option is house parties. House parties occur when a supporter or group of supporters decide to host a small gathering on their own in a supporter's own home to raise awareness and funds for your committee. Candidates can hold meet and greets to meet voters and encourage them to contribute, as well as send mailings to ask for contributions to your committee. These mailings could be actual letters or emails to potential donors. Most committees also set up a committee website where those interested can donate online using NYC Votes Contribute, the CFB's online credit card processing platform. Through these events, word of mouth, and successful mobilization of your staff and resources, you can create a donor database to build upon and continue to reach out to over the course of the election cycle. Whenever developing and organizing fundraisers, it is best to check in with candidate services to make sure your fundraisers will be in compliance. Let's now go over the type of contributions a campaign can accept. A contribution is any deposit of money or anything of value made in support of your campaign. You can accept a monetary contribution, which should come in the form of cash, money order, check, or credit card. You may accept an in-kind contribution, which would be in the form of a donated or discounted good or service. For example, a supporter could donate a used laptop to your committee for use in your campaign's office. Campaigns must disclose and document every dollar coming in and out of the committee's bank account. Documentation is what demonstrates the validity of your committee's transactions and the accuracy of what is being disclosed to the public. An important piece of documentation that you will collect for your contributions is a contribution card, which is completed and signed by an individual contributor to verify information about themselves and the contribution. There are also different types of contributors. Campaigns can accept contributions from individuals, political committees registered with the CFB, or unions. Contributions from corporations, partnerships, and LLCs are always prohibited. Now we will go over the basics of expenditures. Expenditures are also known as bills, bill payments, or disbursements. They are any payments or liabilities you make to further your campaign. Your committee funds can only be used to pay for campaign-related expenditures, which are expenditures to further the candidate's nomination or election. This includes things like postage for campaign literature or covering fundraising costs. There are different ways to pay your campaign's bills and expenses. We advise using a committee debit card as often as possible, or a committee check. And remember, participants in the campaign finance program must abide by the spending limits. When you are raising and spending committee money, you should have clear procedures in place and establish best practices to process all transactions. Refer to each staff member's job descriptions to delegate steps and ensure that everyone knows their own responsibilities, in addition to those of their fellow staff members. You should post or make easily accessible procedures and guidelines that will serve as compliance reminders and safeguards. You should also be checking and opening mail daily. This is a good practice whenever expecting monetary transactions through the mail, but it is specifically important to your campaign in order to comply with time limits for deposits and disclosure. You should always confirm a vendor can and will give you a detailed receipt, invoice, contract, or other necessary forms that you will need to document the expenditure before ordering or making the purchase. And of course, you should always remember that, no matter the form or type of transaction, you need to have detailed documentation every time a transaction is made. These are just some of the general aspects of raising and spending campaign money. And you should now sign up for a compliance and CSMO training class at our office to learn more about specific record keeping and disclosure requirements for your campaign. Watch the full New to the CFB series from Candidate Services, available on our website. Contact us directly with any additional questions, and thanks for watching.